The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Wait, that, round 80, round 80. Excited. Check it. There you go. 48, two. Check it, reload.
On first down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And it's third down. 40, 29, Alpha. Where? 52. Hey, let's go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Rip. Let's get him home. Ozzy.
Here's Brady to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43.
Bullet high. Hatch it. Watch the safety creep. Check. Lucky.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Now Trubisky on third and long. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Three down.
Now a toss coming right side. It's White, and he will get in to make it 8-0. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
After the interception, here's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
No, 66.
Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back. Hey, exit.
Brady going to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, it's Logan. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the gun on third down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Akeem Hicks, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah,
and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 3 down. 3 down. Whip.
Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Christian Travis. Hey, 18.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Safety's creeping.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. 21-0 our score after 1. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That is caught by Cohen. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Lock in.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Logan, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, 66. Bravo. Hey, check it. Check it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Bunting on the tackle. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Team 6. Team 6. We got 3.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught by Jones.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Buccaneers.
Ozzie! Fresno! Switch! Check. Regular. Motion.
Brady now on first down. Jones has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The 30-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 22 yards there, a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They try again with Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I'm guessing they were both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Check three, check three, check three. Check three, check three, check three.
This is Logan. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was taken down by Kyle Fuller. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second and 4.
Hey, Delta.
At the 40-yard line.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. 72.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. So in the Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Brady. He completes it to Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
No, off. Hey, ball 66.
They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Check 31. Tight new draw Corker.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Bears push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
45. Buccaneers, 18.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go. 56. Hey, 66.
Throwing again. Brady. This complete to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Here's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Buccaneers, 25.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Hey, 5-7. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On third down, Trubisky finds his tight end Ingram. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 25 on second down, Brady eluding the pressure right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Hey, goal 66. Hey, Charlie. 72.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Zoo. 58, boy. 58, Mike.
Brady now on first down. Got his man. It's Williams. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better... Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen. 97 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 52, Buccaneers 25.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the grab by Croft. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down.
Hey, tight. Rip. Slam.
On first down, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got to get...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.